Hey guys! Welcome back to Valhalla! Last time when we left off, we just got into chapter 3, which has been which should, I think is like the last chapter maybe? We're also desperately trying to make rent. We're about, what, 4,000 short? And we got like 4 days? Yeah, we know the thing. Get us to the menu. My day has been putting figures back in their boxes for the next month. Ah, for your moving? Chapter 3 is the last chapter? Okay, that's what I thought, because considering how high the cost of rent and bills is, I figured it was a one-time thing. So, getting rent is probably going to be towards the end of the game. Like, we're probably gearing towards the end of everything. Last day is the day after rent is due. That makes sense with what I was hypothesizing. So we have, yeah, like 6,000, but she wants that poster, which is 250. Yeah, hypothesizing. So now we only have 5,800, but we're gonna try! Alright, let's see what's over here. And again, because I think I said this before I started hitting the record button, this hypothesizing, no, I know how to say it. You just need to make 2,000 plus each day. Yeah, and not buy anything too expensive. Taylor the Brain, tired after name change requests. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Sola Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview was that was unfortunately striped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told A&E team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be a part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances at being a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Parliament discusses anime influence. What the fuck? That's probably an article that we'll see very shortly in the mass media and the way the world is going. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth, trash, a representative for the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it. I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands. Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market. Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. More accurately, you need 4,103 more for the stuff to keep Jill from being distracted. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is that distraction stuff. Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after group leaders and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that her gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they use protesters as a shield, and we have no option but to surrender, Love told A&E during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. I think this one's new. Yuri, new season. It's finally here. I can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, base god. All boards report in. What other boards? You idiot. Nice. More stupid moe blobs. YY gets new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up. Get a job, you stupid neat. Oh god, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit on a comfy couch, puts on my favorite mega Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch the glorious YY, and fall asleep when it ends. I am comfy. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. Have work tomorrow. Enjoy you ruse for me, Dangeroo. Okay. Anything new here? Nope. Alright, let's head to work. Tuesday, December 27th. Evening.
Hey, Jill. Let's have a New Year's party this Saturday.
Isn't that a bit soon?
Why? Did someone famous get killed at a New Year's party?
No, I mean... Never mind. Sure, I'm in for it.
Great.
And Gil?
He's coming too. I mean, it's not like he has anything else to do.
Oh my god, my show is on TV! I'm gonna leave it on the whole shift. Hey. No, I mean, where is he?
He was escorting a client of his to the station. He should be back any second now.
Back.
See?
So you coming to the New Year's party too, Gil? It's not like I have anything else to do, so... You're gonna wind up wanting merch? Hell yeah!
I told you.
We're depressing people. Oh yeah, the kid from the other day, Gabby, I think you called her, asked me to give you this. I believe it's a note. A note? Gabby? Let's see.
First of all, I want to apologize for my behavior before. I was still hurt by my sister's death, and it wasn't fair to take out all the stress on you, let alone put the blame on you. And so, it feels weird to ask this of you after how I treated you, but I really want to talk to you. I want to catch up, to chat for a while, to do what you were doing with me before I lashed out. I want to understand this freedom you talked about, the fear that drove you to fight with my sister.
The show looks good, but the plot is non-existent. She just stands there with her arm up. Nice, Orm. Was Gabby the one who passed out at the bar? No, that was, Kimberly Lavaletta. Gabby was the sister. Yeah, Gabby's the sister of Jill's ex. And hey, Superhero Blues!
I'll go back to the bar on the 31st. I won't take much of your time. If you don't want to see me after all that, I'll understand. But please, I really want to talk to you, Gabby.
Wow, that girl has a big vocabulary. She was always a smart one. The 31st is written in different handwriting. Oh yeah, she asked me when you would be here and relatively free, so I told her about the party. I also assumed you'd say yes to the party, which might not have been the best idea now that I think about it. Boss, I'm having second thoughts about coming to the party.
What? Why?
Because I really don't want to face Gabby again. Now it's coming back to me. What drove me to never go back and apologize after all these years. Fear and shame. Shame because I know I made a hideously stupid mistake, and it's a pain to face your mistakes. And fear of what they might say. With Lenore, we never broke up formally, so I was always afraid that if we were to meet again, she'd break up with me. Face Gabby, headbutt Gabby, and stab her dead. No one needs to know. I think people would know. And I don't want Gabby to tell me that she hates me to my face. Lenore was in the right to break up with me, and Gabby is in the right to hate me. But I don't want her to. Maybe if I never see her again, she'll never tell me that, and...
Jill, you idiot!
Eh?
You're thinking backwards. Didn't the letter say she wanted to understand you? If you bail out on this, she will hate you. Not only that, but you're getting a new chance here. Do you want to live the rest of your life running from another memory? Didn't you just say to Armitage that you hated the feeling like that?
Armitage?
Titty hacker.
Right.
I don't know what happened when you fought with that girl's sister, but now you have the chance to make amends. And not only that, you have us watching your back. So I want you to think about this. One day of fear or a lifetime filled with regret. Which do you pick?
Yeah, you're right. I hated feeling like that. I won't run away this time. Why has Dana started sounding like Haruka Haru from Fooly Cooly? It's a very appropriate voice now that I think about it. I don't know, because I watched Fooly Cooly fucking in 2009, was incredibly unimpressed and did not give a shit, and never returned to it at all since. And I know everyone's all hyped about the sequel that's coming out, and they're all talking about how it was the best anime ever, and it was so deep and meaningful and whatever, blah blah blah. I never got that impression from fucking Fooly Cooly. I honestly disliked it, and I didn't feel like it had some deep, super meaning. I felt like it was just fucking whatever. A lot of people like Fooly Cooly because it's some sort of metaphor for men's puberty, which may be why I, as a girl, never got into it, but my opinion, as I just stated, is that it's not worth watching. It's overhyped, and it doesn't really fucking have a fucking story that makes sense. So, as someone who likes fantasy stories and fiction and all that kind of stuff, I just thought it was fucking weird, and I did not like the main girl or the main guy or the other main girl at all. Hey Wergula! I haven't seen it either, never appealed to me from what I saw. Yeah, no. I get the feeling that it's a lot of male fantasy more than... I thought it was about a girl who hits people with a guitar and a robot with a TV head. Okay, from what I remember of Fooly Cooly, which again I watched in 2009 and then never saw again, out of complete dislike and disinterest, a boy ends up growing a horn, and the reason why is because he got possessed by the ghost of a space pirate who was super wanted. The girl with the guitar wants that, but not because of the bounty, but instead to be more evil and do bad things. But she can't get it out of him, she can just increase his evil space pirate energy or suppress it to some degree, and so she starts hanging out with him. Meanwhile, his childhood friend is also going through weird puberty, and she's decided to do that by becoming an arsonist. And she just sets random fires. Meanwhile, the space police show up because they want to take down the evil space pirate, but he's like, but I want to get laid. And it's just all over-sexualized. His dad is a complete pervert, and I did not understand what was going on with the TV guy at all. So yes, that's a very simplified version, because again, I'm not going for the deep artistic, like, interpretations of puberty. But yeah, you're generally right, and you remember surprisingly too much. I do remember surprisingly too much. Also, guitar lady and police guy used to date, but then she dumped him because he wasn't wild and violent and manly enough. Yeah, no, I'm very good at picking up a few details and sort of muffling through things, so I can usually give you a vague description of a lot of animes, even when I haven't seen them, just from what other people have, like, reblogged or, like, said about it. But yes, now there's a new season of Fooly Cooly coming out, which honestly is probably a good thing, because I don't feel like Fooly Cooly had a satisfying ending. Like, it didn't have a nice closure to its ending. So, second season is good. Many, many years too late. I don't give a shit, and I won't be watching it because I did not like Fooly Cooly. And that is my personal opinion based off of my own experiences and watch of it. If you like it, that's great. Awesome for you. Just, I cannot bring myself to speak positively of something I did not see anything positive about. Okay, but back to this. I don't even remember why we're talking about Fooly Cooly. Right, voices. I don't know. Boss has just sort of always ended up with that voice with me, and again, it's been such a long time since I've seen it, I did not even connect that to it. That's just one of the voices I can do. The Donna voice is like Haruka, huh? Okay then.
Good, because I would have gone to your apartment and dragged you out of there if need be.
Hey, boss? Thanks.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah. Anyways, let's start the day. So, this is the mood of the game right now. I'm getting so lazy with picking music. Oh my god, it's been so long since I watched Fooly Cooly or anything, and I forgot almost everything about it, because, yes. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Seriously though, it's the second note that has stirred up such feelings in me. Second one? 2 weeks ago I got another note in the mail. This one is from Lenore. Well, we just salt and pepper dinered this without the break song. Oh, we've already done that. This is the third time I've done that so far.
Was that the envelope you took away from me in a panic?
Yep.
You haven't opened it? Why not open it with Gabby? You're facing one fear. Might as well face the other.
Maybe. Don't push her, Chief.
I'm not. I just know she's capable of doing all that. I'll go secure stuff for the party. Call me if you need anything.
Keep it up, Jill. Thanks. Oh, hey! It's Stella. It's been too long. Let me see if I can do French without it becoming vaguely Russian, like it sometimes does. Happy holidays! That was not fucking French, but it wasn't Russian either, so I'm happy. Someone's happy. Me, because I didn't totally fuck up the act. I totally fucked it up, but I fucked it up in a new way. We held a party for the staff and the children. You should have seen the faces of those kids receiving gifts. Nabbing that Santa suit at the last minute the other day was totally worth it. Santa dresses seem to have been popular this year. I heard they were sold out in most places. French, Russian, Swedish, then general European. That's usually where Stella's accent ends up, okay? There was this weird shortage of Santa suits, but luck was on my side this year. Okay, I totally fucked it up, but I fucked it up in a new way. JoJo 2018. Yep. Sorry for that outburst. Why? You looked so happy. I felt happy too. You shouldn't hide your happiness. Anyway. I don't know why I keep wanting to turn all my W's into V's. Can you get me a cobalt velvet, please? Sure. Cobalt velvet, and you're getting a large one because I need that many. Whoops. There. She is cute when she's happy. It's like champagne served on a cup that had a bit of cola left. Ugh. Here. Thanks. Merci. Are you meeting with Sei today? She should be here in a bit. She told me she wanted a drink here, and since I was coming here too... Sadly, I can't stay for long. I have some errands to run. How has she been lately? She's better. Her wounds have been healing really nicely. If only she stopped scratching at her bandages so often. What about her eye? Eye? Oh, hers. Sorry. It'll take longer to heal, but as long as it's kept clean, there should be no problem. But to be honest, I'm more worried about her emotional wounds. She doesn't show it, but she's had depressive bouts from time to time. And who can blame her? Her life changed completely. The job she loved no longer exists, and she was used as a disposable pawn in the whole bank affair. I'm afraid it will make all of her back... I'm afraid it will all make her go back to her old ways. Old ways? There was a rough spot when Sei was a teen. Her mom's clinic was about to close. Then her biological father, who was an asshole, showed up. And the teachers at our school didn't help. Sei is not a slow learner by any means, but she has a way of learning stuff. But her way of learning stuff is different. She needs equivalence to things she knows. You need to get a bit in her mindset. Or say it never really clicked with me how much this entire scenario messed up her life. Yeah, no. Her entire career is gone. She barely avoided being lynched in the street by basically being almost dead from falling off a building after escaping a really, really horrible hostage situation. Sei has probably had it the worst out of all of the characters, as far as I'm aware thus far. Once you get this, she's a fast learner, but schools don't have that kind of patience. They basically branded her a failure. She even dropped out. I would have suggested a special course somewhere else, but that would have offended her. She's always been against being labeled as special or different. Anyway, Sei is totally different. Sei was totally different during that period. Foul-mouthed, short-fused, always frowning, the total opposite of how she is nowadays. From time to time, I see that old look across her face and it scares me. You're comparing her to her teen self, though. people mature. Maybe she'll show signs from time to time, but I bet say no is better than to go back to that. I hope so. Get me something cold and sweet, will you? Sure. Flavor, sweet. Not on the rocks, so not this one. Not on the rocks. Alright, 180 for cold and sweet. That's not on the rocks. That's not on the rocks. This is 150 and it's not on the rocks. Fucking. The only thing we can get her is the Moonblast then. Alright, this is gonna take a while as it blends. There we go. One Moonblast. Here. Thanks. This is the kind of stuff Say asks for, you know? Now that you mention it. So, I take it Say's family situation isn't exactly fine and dandy, huh? It's a mess we've tried to fix over time, and I'm glad to say they've actually done it. Say's mom had a really abusive relationship with Say's biological father. Sadly, like many women in that situation, she just tried to justify his actions. But apparently, things got nasty when Say's mom, Miss Emmy, got pregnant. At that point, she had an epiphany, one could say. She didn't want that guy to raise her child, so she finally sought help. Things weren't so easy though. Before the authorities could take him away, Miss Emmy got a serious beating from him. She still uses a cane to walk thanks to that. She moved here, Say was born. She started her veterinary clinic. So, did he come back? He was drunk and couldn't find any drugs, so he made it to the city. He caused a ruckus for the couple of days until Say managed to scare him off. How? She beat him to near death 3 times. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, don't worry, I laugh too. The dramatic irony there is delicious. I've been wondering, can you really be so calm in the lower parts of the city? I mean, the streets are not exactly safe. And a cat boomer is sure to become a target. I have my security staff with me at all times, so there's no problem. Besides, this part of the city is comfier. Come again? Sure, uptown is cleaner and maybe more secure, but it's also too sterile. Around here, you can actually feel the warmth of the people. You feel their people living. I especially like going to a busy food stand. I feel a warmth there that uptown doesn't have. It's also easier to talk to people. You finally came. Welcome. If you try to talk to someone in the upper part of the city, they either shrug you off or flat out ignore you. People around here are a bit wary, but they're also more likely to talk to you. Not that things aren't nice there, though. Can I get you something? I feel like having a beer. Make that 2. But I just want one. I'm asking for one for me, adding one to your order. Oh, that, right. Alright, 2 big beers for the girls because I need the money. Go. Here, get everyone drunk. Probably. Thank you, Candy, so much for the cheer of 1 bit. Get the money! I am trying desperately. I do not want to have to replay this entire game back up to this point when I'm so close to the end. Your rent shall be paid with booze money. My rent is always paid with booze money. I'm a bartender. And if there seems to be a pause in conversation, it's because every once in a while I'm glancing out my door, since Yona and Belladonna are both sitting right outside of my cosplay room. And earlier, they got into a little fight right there, and so I'm trying to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't get into too much of a fight, and they only keep it with friendly playfulness. You hear that, you two? Friendly playfulness. Yeah, good kitties. Wait, has people actually endgame because they ran out of rent? Apparently Orm got a bad end because he didn't have enough money for rent. Thank you. Thanks. Say, you should have seen the kids after you left. They were all playing with the toys you picked. You nailed it again this year. They were all asking, where's Say? Where's Say? Why do they call you just Say when they call me Auntie Stella? I don't look that old. Don't worry, they still like you. Sorry I had to leave, but Mom worked overtime that night, and I couldn't leave her alone. What happened? Well, there were fireworks, and some dog thought it'd be safer to hide in a jar. The little guy managed to get his head and paw inside before getting stuck. And it was plastic, so they couldn't just try to break it. Well, I'd imagine that would actually be better, because you can cut plastic, you can't cut glass. I wouldn't want to break glass. I would much rather get a dog out of a plastic jar than a glass jar, because fucking that would... glass, you couldn't... Even if the dog was only like stuck halfway, so there was plenty of space where you could swing the hammer, the broken glass potentially getting in their ears or eyes would make me incredibly not want to do that. Unless I like... someone held the dog up in the air, someone else held the jar, and then I held the hammer, and I carefully broke it so that all the glass fell down away from the dog. Like, plastic is much better than that scenario. That's messy. She needed someone to hold the dog while she worked. Poor fella was scared. Well, I'm out. Oh yeah. We'll have a New Year's party this Saturday if you want to come. Sure! It's better than depressing myself with my dad's woes about the next fiscal year. I'll be here. Bye, Jill. Bye, Say. Careful. Please come again. You want to come too? I'd love to. I'll also make up for not coming last time. How was the party? Pretty nice. We played Truth or Dare. Had some fun, broke some glasses, ate lots and lots of food. Seriously, looking back, the amount of food was ridiculous compared to the number of people who were there. But one of those people was a dog. Better leftovers than left hanging, don't you think? Yeah. Can I get you something? Let's try something classy. Okay. Classy. 2 dogs. Oh yeah, we had 2 dogs, but only one of them played Truth or Dare. That's why I only thought of the one. Oh my god. Wow! She got so caught up in playing that she ran after Yona into the room, even though she knows she's not allowed. Sorry to everyone who just heard the mic spike. Oh. Good luck with whatever, you're doing, XT. Sour, classy, and burning. Bubbly, classy, and strong. Just in time to hear Chicho yell loudly. I'm sorry. 260 for that one. 250 here. 280 for the Cobalt Velvet. 250. 250. Well, normally I would try to find something sweet and classy, but, no, I mean, you're back now? Oh! Oh, I be back, not I will be back. Had to shower after work. Ah, that's good. I'm sorry, I'm a dum-dum. I just skim chat instead of paying close attention to it. That's my bad. That should be everything. Yep, here we go. 1 Cobalt Velvet. Something classy. Isn't she lightweight? Look! We need the money! Yep, this is the thing. Stella came in quite cheery about Sunday. This Sunday? The pirate talk could be hard to understand at times. No, I just saw the I be back and I automatically stuck the apostrophe LL after the I. So I read it as I'll be back. And I just assumed it was 3 vertical lines instead of just 1. Because my brain was like, that's what normal people speak would sound like. Oh yeah. Well, you know, her birthday is actually the 25th. Really? There's a weird story from when she was a kid. She heard Mega... Oh, sorry, excuse me. Nonsense. What she be sayin' make perfect sense. Ye just be a scurvy land-lubbering scallywag. Jeju has no regrets about getting people drunk anymore. Accidents and poisonings be damned. Yeah, no. I need money to live. I'm sorry. My morals have gone out because my bills are due. Which is an unfortunate situation that a lot of people in the world actually do find themselves in. And now I'm depressed. She heard about Mega Santa's story, and we're at the same place! She yawned again! Oh my god! Sorry, and somehow she got into her head that by being born on the 25th, she was the spiritual reincarnation of the original Santa. That made her started giving out gifts like crazy. Happy birthday, Stella! I killed Say via alcohol poisoning. Morals be more like guidelines, just like the pirate code. She got over it, but the gifting stuck to her. Spiritual reincarnation? Well, the story says the Redmond family destroyed Santa's spirit, and that Mega Christmas was reborn as the manifestation of Christmas spirit. Stella thinking she's the reincarnation of Santa is cute, Orm. I think these two are the cutest, and I totally ship them together, and I want them to just have a wonderful life, being adorable with each other, and everything to be nice for them. And for them to, like, cuddle and watch movies and all that kind of stuff. That is all I want from this game now. Everything else, everyone else, don't care. But I want these two to just cuddle and be happy. Most likely, though, one of them is gonna die. She thought she was the old Santa spirit in a new body. That girl was delusional as a kid. And some of that was yawn, some of that was talking. Speaking of things you did when you were young, Stella mentioned she's worried about you going back to your old ways. Chill, what happened to bartender client confidentiality? Like, I know it's not actually a thing, but as someone who considers myself a good acquaintance, if not possibly a new friend to these people, I wouldn't be spilling everything they told me in private to the other person. If one of them dies, I will be very cross with the world. Yeah, no. Orm's ... made me think that I'm right on the money, which does not surprise me at all. Considering the world's going to shit in a handbag, there's a very likely chance that bad things are going to happen to some of the reoccurring characters, especially the ones the game has made us like, because that's how game developers make you feel, is they kill off the characters they make you like. And both Stella and Sei have, I think, some of the highest potential for being killed off. Orm typing like that is as bad as outright spoilers. There is still the possibility that the two of them won't be the one that dies. Instead, it'll be someone like Gabby or Boss or Gil. Who else could potentially die? No, I think those ones are the ones who I would put under the Death Watch. Maybe Arthur, but Arthur wouldn't be... Virgilio's gonna fucking live because fuck him. Arthur might die, but he'll do it off screen and it won't really be a big deal. It'll just be like, oh my god. And then it will be revealed that someone's the killer. Lying just to mess with you. Reapers kills them. So yeah, no, I'm pretty sure someone is gonna end up dead before this game ends. And it's gonna be because the city is exploding and everything's on fire. Maybe not literally, but like with the whole Kanye-vania and the crazy lord looking for his daughter who's a super mercenary that might have been at the bank where they, like, there's just too much bad things happening. Something bad is going to really happen later on. I'm really miffed there's no knife emote so I can stab Orm with emotes. But yeah, so my guess is that one of Stella or Sei have a very high chance of being one of the people to die. Boss, I feel like, is too vivacious, and so she will manage to get out of it. But Stella's not... Stella is a target because she's a rich girl, and Sei's hurt. So they're very, very... They've got some death flags. Not a lot yet, but that's at least what I'm seeing happening. And everyone lived happily except for Virgilio, who got knifed in a freak gasoline accident. Nice. Something about a rough period where you were angry or something? Aw, the Reaper mode is cute. Is that him shrugging? No, it's not. Knives. Yes, Candy, it is knives. Oh, that. It's sweet that she's worried. But I won't go back to those days just like that, though. Even if I'm faced with the same situation, I'm more mature, you know? I'm not a teen anymore. I expected as much. Told her as much. Hey, can you give me something bubbly? Sure. I actually bonded with my boss's boss at work today over knives. It was weird. Nice. Type. Bubbly is not a flavor. Fuck it. Don't care. Alright, 260. That's not bad, but we would totally kill her. 280. That's what we just served her, though. 150. Frothy water. And 200. Alright, so we could get her this again, but I don't want to serve her the same drink twice, so I'll get her this one. It's only 20 bucks cheaper. And with this, we are going to get, say, completely crumped, because this is the highest alcohol content drink of the entire fucking game. It is a terrifying amount of booze. Here. Bubbly, bubbly. Hey, Jill? This might seem a bit random, but... Yeah, and this is the part where Say dies of alcohol poisoning. Do you remember the first time I came here? Yeah, you're the second white knight I've served. I remember. Why? Precisely because of that. I've been meaning to ask you about that story. How was your other experience with a white knight? If I had to put it simply, the total opposite of you. Oh? She came here as part of her work, looking for information on some case. She survived the bank heist, she survived the potential murder in the streets, she survived all the healing from her injuries, and then died getting drinks in a bar. Rip Say, who died of alcohol poisoning. Look. Press F to pay respects for Say, who J-Jo murdered. She's not dead yet. And there goes the chat with the Fs. Well, F you guys. She came. I went through the motions, offering her a drink and all that, but she came only for her job. At first I thought she was just another private eye, but she showed me her badge and all. She'll be stone cold in a moment. What kind of case was it? I wouldn't know. She never told me, but she asked if I saw some people. She got pretty intense when I told her I had no idea who she was talking about. I suggested she ask the vending machines outside, and they told her the suspect climbed on them. She got her info and she left. Pretty professional, if a bit intimidating. She seemed personally invested in the case, though. The way she lost her cool was suspicious. You seem to be pretty good at reading people, Jill. It makes me kind of jealous. I don't think Yona wanted cuddle time and I wasn't giving it because she would have stepped inside and meowed at me if that was the case. I think she may want a food refill because they were getting a little low when I went out to buy groceries earlier. And I was planning on refilling it after stream. So that might be her deal because, you know, how could she possibly ever eat from a bowl that's only, you know, 2/5 full instead of, you know, half. God. Cats are dumb. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Shut up, phone. Ov's a half full bowl means she's starving. Very much. Our cats are stupid and spoiled. Nah, I'm not good at that. It's just a coincidence that I noticed it. But you noticed it. I'm not good at reading people. Even if the cue was thrown in my face, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm sure you can compensate with another skill. Any particular reason you asked me about that event? Not really. I just found the fact that I was the only other white knight you served weird. They stole my stuffed wombat again, you little dicks. Why? To be fair, ever since we got that stuffed wombat from Panda, that's been the only thing they've done with it. Like, every time you ever think about it, it's because they've taken it and put it someplace strange, and you have to put it back in your room. This isn't anything new, Canny! I mean, really? Just 2? It's a little stuffed animal that, I think Panda got at, like, a gift shop of a wombat. It's about the size of a fist. So it's not very big, and it looks mouse-like, so maybe they just mistake it for a cat toy, because cat toys look like mice as well. I don't know. They just like to take it, and they like to put it, like, random places in the house. Probably because they were like, this is prey! I have taken it down! Rawr! I am fierce! Now I will hide my kill! They're dumbasses. Weird, I know. I've spent most of my life with almost no interactions with the White Knights until I met you. Thank you, XT Vengeance, so much for the 5 bits! Press F to pay respects for the wombat. I feel bad now. The wombat doesn't even have a name. It's just the stuffed wombat. I spent most of my life with almost no interactions with White Knights until I met you. It means you've had a nice life, then. That sounded creepier than I thought. A bit, yeah. Well, I'm done for today. Thanks, Chill. Wally the Wombat? Okay. Hey, Canny! The Wombat's name is Wally now! There we go. It's official. Please come again. I'll go take my
break. I was gonna name it Say!
Fuck no. XT, you're a little too late with Franklin. Unless Canny decides to combat with another name. But it's not gonna be Say! And Say survives the bar encounter? Surprisingly! I'm sure the minute she's outside in the street, she'll just pass out drunk. I'm gonna take my, I'm gonna go take my break, Gil. Sure. Oh boy. Getting the end of the save files. We'll have to start saving over old things. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm gonna cut this one off at an hour because I have a headache, and as much as I love getting to stream with you guys, staring at the computer screen is only gonna make it worse. Cats were indeed low on food. Not surprising. They're just dumbasses. So, thank you so much, everyone who came to watch. Thank you, everyone chatting in chat, everyone who cheered bits. Thank you, big thank you to my subscribers. You are amazing and wonderful. Thank you to anyone who's watching this on YouTube. Yeah, you need to do... Yeah, do what you need to do to not have a headache. Yeah, I'll probably just, like, sit down and make more fruit punch because I'm out of that, and then just drink things while folding wontons and stuff. I want to say you'll be done with this in 2 to 3 more streams. Get well soon, drink some water. Yeah, definitely gonna drink water. Luckily it's just a headache, so it's not like it's a big deal. It's just, I know streaming will only make it worse because lights and camera and screen, and that camera was not actually what I should be doing. But in the meantime, I hope everyone watching has a great weekend. Lots of fun things. I don't know. Damn, I want wonton now. Lacey, next time I come up to visit, we should make wontons again. So that way you'll have lots of wontons. And hopefully this time I won't eat them all because I've been making them so often at home that I will have no longer have this obsessive, like, oh my god, this is so good, I have to stuff them all in my face. I will instead be like, ah yes, usual food that I eat often. And I won't eat all of them, so you'll have plenty. Because I know making wontons alone is a lot of work, so definitely anytime I'm visiting, even if we don't eat the wontons, you just want help making wontons that you can freeze to eat later, totally conscript me into that. You're gonna go make pizza wraps? Nice. Well, I hope everyone has awesome, awesome dinners and a great weekend. I will see you all on Monday, where we will pick up after our smoke break and see what happens next. So thank you again, everyone, so much. And I will see you all. Make 1 ton of wontons. Okay, but actually, whenever we make wontons, we end up having to use like 2 packages of the wonton wrappers for like what should only be 1 package worth of meat. I don't know how we do it. I guess we make really tiny wontons or something. I don't know. But yes, thank you so much. Auf Wiedersehen. As XT Vengeance says. You all have a great weekend. Wait. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna stop the YouTube recording, and then everyone here live on stream, I'm gonna try to find someone else to the host or do that. So bye YouTube.